Right.
Hi Eran, thank you very much for being here with us at the very first edition of the Express Festival. We're
Thank
all
you for
very
having me.
excited. We're all very excited to have you here. And your workshop just ended. And the name of your workshop is From the Military to Mobile Applications.
That's right.
And can you tell us how you made that transition?
I was part of the program for entrepreneurs that's called the SAMZEL Entrepreneurship Program. And as part of this program, I went to a lot of conferences, just like every entrepreneur that is looking for either investors, developers, partners, or anything else. And I went to this conference. I remember it was a 1,000 people conference. I knew that at least between 50 to 100 people are super relevant to me, but I have no idea how am I gonna find them, and if I find them, how do I contact them? So me and my two co-founders decided that this is a problem that is big enough and serious enough for us to change and solve.
And that's how you found Visible.
Exactly.
So tell us a bit more about Visible. What is it?
So Visible is actually a social and mobile platform for any event organizer to socialize and mobilize his event and offer his attendees a platform that they can easily find the right people to meet with at business events or conferences, and also consume all the content and data they need about the agenda, speakers. So basically it's a very handy tool for any conference or business events you go to.
There are a lot of event applications right now developed. So what
Really?
makes your we
Okay.
have one actually here. I can see the name. But can you tell us what makes your application different?
Yeah, so what makes Visible special is first that we've been doing it quite early to the market, so I think that we have a very powerful product in terms of what it offers both for the event organizers and for the event attendees. We just recently launched a beautiful new website, so you can very clearly see all the added value that we give as a product compared to all others out there. So I think first the product is very high quality and robust. It was tested already in more than 3,000 conferences in just a
Including
year,
this one?
including this one. And the second thing is that Visible is built as a platform. And since it's a platform, multi-event platform, and not a one-off single event app, so basically we leverage a lot of data from your social network, from your geolocation, from past events that you went to, and we give you smart recommendations and an ongoing experience from one event to another.
So you aggregate information. It's not only a one-shot thing, but you aggregate the information for the particular user.
Yeah, exactly. We become your best buddy for ongoing events from one event to another.
I saw that your background is very interesting. You were an officer.
Yeah, that's true.
So how does that help you in the work you do as an entrepreneur?
I think that mostly the things or the areas where it helped me is, of course, team leadership would be one. Second is problem solving, and third would be working in uncertainty situations, like sometimes you need to work again against all odds or take an impossible mission and turn it to a possible mission. All that I got to be very experienced with when I was an officer, and today I use it as my toolbox for being an entrepreneur.
What about in terms of teamwork? Because when you're an officer or you're a commander, you can just say to the people, you can order them what to do. And how do you manage that in a team where you cannot order the people, but you have to...
No, I do this. I do the same thing. I just
You
order
order?
people.
Okay, that's an interesting strategy.
No, I mean, even you would find out today that even when you are in a military environment, it's true that you can command people from a power position and only from a power position, but it doesn't last for the long run. And the only way that you can really drive people is because you make them believe, you make them feel they do something meaningful and important. You make them feel that they are an essential part of the equation, and without them it cannot happen. And you're being very open. Also, when I was an officer, I was very open with the people I was leading, and everybody felt part of the mutual vision or idea or share the same goals. And this is basically the best practices that I use also today. So it kind of works well together.
We're here at the Explorers Festival, which is a festival for entrepreneurship. So I want you to leave us with some kind of final remarks. What would you say to future entrepreneurs? Some insights or some advice you want to give them?
I think that based on my experience, and it relates to a lot of the stuff that we talked here in this short interview, is the human factor behind your startup. And it's also the topic that I chose to share today on my workshop, is basically the people that you choose to join the ride with you is, in my opinion, the most important thing or the key success factor that will make or break your startup. So never compromise on the people that you bring on board, and you need to invest a lot of time, energy, and soul into the process of bringing the right people to work with you on the startup.
Thank you very much for this interview and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.